Hello everyone, my name is CMA Panktiveni. Welcome back to CMA modules. In this video lecture, we will be recording unpaid and unclaimed dividend, treatment and transfer to investors' education and protection fund. Now, we were supposed to declare a dividend that we saw in our last video lecture. We were supposed to declare a dividend, and after declaration, payment of dividend is compulsory. So now suppose dividend is declared but payment of dividend is not done. You have declared dividend declare कर दिया कि बस अभी आपको देना है dividend shareholders को दे देना है, but it is unpaid, it is not paid yet. So साल गुजर गया, many years it is unpaid. So what you'll do, what to do? Company can take that amount back? No, company cannot do that. So what company is required to do, those steps, those procedures are mentioned here. It has been observed that in many cases, few shareholders are not traceable. The document sent to them is returned to the company. So many times shareholders are not traceable. So what we do is we send the documents back to the company. Before IPF, the unpaid dividend used to be with company for 3 years. So before IPF means this account, Investors Education and Protection Fund account. So what we used to do is before this account, unpaid dividend used to be with the company. But now if there is any unpaid dividend, that unpaid dividend needs to be transferred to IEPF, that is Investors Education and Protection Fund account. So it has been observed that in many cases, few shareholders are not traceable. The document sent to them is returned to the company. Before IEPF, the unpaid dividend used to be with the company for 3 years and thereafter was transferred to central government, where from shareholders can claim. This rule has been modified with establishment of IEPF. So now the rule has been modified. Earlier it was 3 years. Now we are supposed to transfer to the IEPF. Since IEPF has been established, the 3 years rule has been done away with. We don't have that. Okay. As per section 125 of the Act, the following amounts which have remained unclaimed and unpaid for a period of 7 years. Following amounts, these 7 amounts which have remained unpaid and unclaimed for a period of 7 years from the date they became due for payment shall be credited to IPF. As per section 125 of the Act, the following amounts which have remained unpaid and unclaimed for a period of 7 years from the date they become due. So for a period of 7 years, earlier it was 3 years to remain with company and thereafter company was required to transfer to central government. Now it remains unpaid and unclaimed for 7 years, then you are supposed to transfer it to IPF account. Unpaid dividend accounts of the companies, application monies received and due for refund, matured deposits, interest accrued in the amounts referred to in clause 1 to 3. So if we have any interest accrued on unpaid dividend accounts, application money received or matured deposits, then that interest needs to be that interest amount is also required to be transferred. Matured debentures, grant and donation by central government, state government, any grants or any donations received by government, central government, state government, companies or any other institutions, interest or other income received out of investments made from the fund. The fund has been established with a view to support the activities relating to investor education, awareness and protection. The Act provides for setting up of the committee for taking decisions regarding spending money out of the fund for carrying out. Okay. So till here, they have established fund for investors education. Matlab, I want to support activities relating to investors education and protection, awareness, protection. So what is the story? Entire thing is, see, my amount, I declared a dividend but I have not paid dividend. So usko 7 saal ho gaya hai. Now that unpaid amount is still with the company. So we are required to transfer that unpaid amount to IPF account. Now after transferring to IPF account, what to do? So this amount which is transferred to IPF account, we can use it for awareness, education and protection of investors. Okay. Now, what all amount needs to be transferred, that guidance is also given to the company. There is unpaid dividend, there is application money received and due for refund. So these 7 points they have given. If you have any such amount, please transfer it to IPF. एंड आईपीएफ में जो अमाउंट हमने ट्रांसफर किया है, सपोज वहां पे 2 लाख रुपए है, वेयर टू यूज दैट 2 लाख रुपीज, सो दैट 2 लाख रुपीज विल बी यूज फॉर इन्वेस्टर्स एजुकेशन, इन्वेस्टर्स अवेयरनेस, इन्वेस्टर्स प्रोटेक्शन. I hope it is clear till here. The Act provides for setting up of a committee for taking decisions regarding spending money out of the fund for carrying out the objects. For purpose of administration of IPF, Investors Education and Protection Fund, rules were notified which contains provisions relating to constitution and functions. Now Act have given us rules, Act have given us how to administer IPF, rules are notified, rules are made for IPF. Okay. कमिटी वॉज सेट. आईपीएफ ऐसे ही चल जाएगा? नहीं, उसके लिए कमिटी बनाया है. फंक्शंस क्या है? सो आईपीएफ इज अकाउंट विच इज ऑपरेटेड विथ गुड अमाउंट ऑफ रूल्स, रेगुलेशंस, लॉज. As per subsection 2 of the Act, there shall be credited to the fund the amount given by central government by way of grants, donations given to the fund by central government, state government, companies or any other institutions, amount in the unpaid dividend account of companies transferred to the fund under subsection 5 of section 124, amount in general revenue account of central government which had been transferred to that account. So see, they have given us what all amount can be transferred if any grant is received from central government, any unpaid dividend, such type of amounts are transferred here. In detail they have explained here. Same thing, how can this fund which is transferred to the IPF, how we can utilize this? So promotion of investors, awareness of investors, education of investors, refund in respect of unclaimed dividend. So this way we can utilize it. Transfer to IPF and claim by shareholders. How to transfer IPF and claim? So the following procedure should be followed by the company while transferring unpaid or unclaimed dividend from unpaid dividend account to IPF. Any money transferred to the unpaid dividend account of a company which remains unpaid or unclaimed for a period of 7 years. Any money transferred to unpaid dividend account of a company which remains unpaid or unclaimed for a period of 7 years. See, they are repeating the same point. 7 years कब से? From the date of such transfer is required to be transferred by the company along with interest accrued, if any, thereon to the Investors Education and Protection Fund. The amount shall be remitted within a period of 90 days of such amount becoming due to be credited to IPF. Company shall send a statement of amount credited to Investors Education and Protection Fund in form DIV 5 to the authority which administers the fund. So they have given us the procedure. Within a period of 90 days, such amount becoming due should be credited to IPF. Then in which form we are supposed to answer? DIV 5. DIV is dividend 5. So here the procedure, set of procedure is given, that how we will transfer, how we will maintain. Okay. Then we have dividend distribution policy. This dividend distribution policy is also simple. They have mentioned here few points. Then types of dividends we have: interim dividend, final dividend, special dividend. So same thing we had done above also. What is interim dividend, what is final dividend, what is special dividend. You can check my previous video for interim dividend, final dividend and special dividend. Then we have financial parameters considered while declaring dividend. So while declaring dividend, what all are the financial parameters that needs to be considered? So financial parameters that may be considered before declaring dividend are profitability, cash flows and future requirements of funds, and profitability of the company. Due to operations of any other law in force, due to losses incurred by the company, and a board considers it appropriate. So what all are the financial parameters that needs to be considered before declaring dividend? So I want to declare a dividend, and before declaring dividend, what all financial parameters I can consider, what all things I can do for checking my profitability, my cash flow, my future requirements. So those points are given here. operation, due to operation of any other law in force, due to losses incurred by the company, and the board considers it appropriate not to declare dividend for any particular year due to any restrictions and convenience contained in any agreement as may be entered with the lenders, uncertainty of earnings, financials, results of the company. So these are nothing but financial parameters which we are required to consider before declaring dividend. So if these all points are in place, then only you go for dividend. If no, then please don't go for dividend. Okay. So that's it for 1.3, that is dividend. So I've completed dividend. There are 2 video lectures which I'll be uploading for chapter dividend. Please check. I hope you like my lectures. Thank you.